You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. By going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com, you can make this possible.
Y'all, I got to go out on this. A North Carolina man, a brother, dragged from his own home in his underwear when a guest accidentally triggered the alarm. And so remember what happened with the whole Skip Gates thing? And, you know, and Obama wanted to say the cop acted stupidly after determining that Skip Gates lived there?
Right.
Y'all, watch this video here, and this is crazy.
You're inside, make yourself known! You're inside. Hey, Brian, can you just hold the camera real quick? Hey, come on out with your hands up! Yeah. Just cut. Okay, all right, just come on out. You got a firearm in your hand? Yeah. Drop the gun. Okay, come on out here. Come on out here. Just come on out for me.
What you mean, come on?
Just come on out of the house, please.
I got on my drawers.
Come on out of the house, okay?
What am I gotta record this shit. Y'all crazy as hell. Hold on.
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
Turn around for what?
Put your hands behind your back and get down on your knees.
For what?
Turn around, put your hand behind your back and get down on your knees.
For what?
Turn around and face away from me.
Why?
Turn around and face away from me.
For what?
Turn around and face away from me now.
I didn't do nothing.
Put your hands behind your back and face away from me.
I got on drawers. You gotta call your supervisor.
They're on the way. Right now, just put your hands behind
For
your
what?
back.
Tell me for what?
We got a 4-4 alarm here. I got open door. I'm trying to make sure.
I just talked to the alarm people.
Okay.
I just talked to the alarm people.
We'll sort that out, okay? Now just put your hands behind your back.
Yo. This shit is crazy.
Okay, just have a seat right here, okay? Just have a seat. Then you guys can run 1040. Just have a seat. What is your name?
My name is Kazoom.
Okay. Do you live here?
Yep.
Okay. Do you have an ID?
Yep.
So like I said, I got a call here for a 4-4 alarm, right? So I come here, the door's unlocked, right? I make announcements, no one answers.
I can't hear you.
Okay, I made several announcements, no one heard me.
Sleep, I can't hear you.
Just listen to me, okay? I made several announcements, right? Okay? So then you come down the stairs, you got something in your hand, you tell me it's a fire.
I'm a club owner. People try to rob me every day.
I get that, okay? Well, I'm giving you orders. Okay, you put the gun down. I'm just trying to figure out whether you're supposed to be here or not, okay?
I got on drawers, bro. How the fuck you mean I'm supposed to be here?
I understand that, okay? So I'm just trying to figure out who you are, all right? And whether you're supposed to be here or not.
That's not the point, bro.
All right, just have a seat for me, okay?
This shit is the craziest shit ever.
This is my supervisor. This is Sergeant Bracey. Sergeant Bracey, I made several announcements when I first got here. There were no answers, okay? And then about 5 minutes later, I gave another announcement. He said, I'm inside. I gave him commands to come to the front. He came down the stairwell. He had a firearm in his hand.
Of course.
Okay. I told him to drop the firearm. He dropped the firearm.
You can release the channel on it.
I told him to then walk this way and turn around and put his hands behind his back. He didn't want to do that at first.
I'm at home, bro. Y'all killing people these days. I'm at home. I ain't bothered nobody. I stay in the house so I don't have to bother nobody. I'm a business owner. I see somebody coming to my door. Of course I'm going to come down with a firearm. We're talking about come outside, get on your knees. And it's I got neighbors outside.
Have a seat.
For what is the
Because we're going to clear the rest of the house. Have a seat. Have a seat.
Bro, how do y'all come to somebody's house to do this?
Have a seat.
What have I done wrong?
Wait a minute, Mark. All right, come on. Let's go.
I haven't done nothing wrong.
Let's go. Step outside.
Bro, I haven't done nothing wrong.
Let's go. Step outside.
Sir?
They need to come on out.
Sergeant Bracey.
All right, folks. So what happened there was they put him in the car, then they cleared the house. Raleigh police, they are investigating these officers' actions. Okay, now here's what's crazy here. I don't understand. If you roll up, okay, there's an alarm, door open, understand. Okay, why isn't the first thing you ask for, sir, what is your name? That's the first thing. Like, what's the first thing? And I need to see some identification or whatever the heck. And then when the supervisor comes, sit down. Sit down. And he's standing there. He's calm. He's peaceful. I mean, that's utter nonsense there.
Yeah, it's you know, you see these type of, and I purposely don't watch these. It's the first time I actually watched it here. But this is the type of thing that what people have to understand when we have this it's something that it's a tenseness that you can feel when you are treated like that, like you're in your own house, and you knew that. I mean, the guy was being an ass. I mean, he was being an ass, and then when the supervisor came, he was being an even bigger ass as to tell you to sit down in your own house, and when you didn't sit down, then they said, well, just take him outside. It is that sort of dismissiveness.
And the brother actually later gave an interview where he said, look, he said, I'm freaking out because this man is shaking with a gun. I could be dead in seconds.
No.
That's a real fear.
Right.
That's a real fear.
It's like a damned if you do, damned if you don't. He's in his house, and by the looks of the video, you see that he didn't even, his gun was already out. The cop's gun was already out. There was no room for negotiation, no room for actual.
And I got, first of all, I get it. An alarm goes off.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You arrive on the scene, a door is open.
Right.
Got it. What I'm still trying to understand, though, is that when the guy's coming down, when you don't say, okay, when you say put the gun down, sir, who are you? Mm-hmm. I'm the homeowner. What is your name? Mm-hmm. I need to see some identification. My first thought, I'm dealing with a dude in his underwear, okay? So my first thought is not necessarily he broke in to go to sleep.
Right.
And stripped down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say though, there have been people who have broken into homes in their underwear.
Yeah, there are squatters and stuff. Like, that does exist,
but this is simple.
Your protocol.
I'm probably going to ask for the ID before I handcuff you.
Right.
I'm not going to assume, if I'm on a situation and the guy comes down and he comes down, I tell you to put your gun down, and he puts the gun down.
Right.
Okay? And then his whole deal is, get on the ground, don't face me, I'm going to cuff you.
And his gun was still out. That's what got me. So he's disarmed. And
he could have easily still had his gun out and said, I need to see some ID. I need to see some ID. We don't get to the ID for another 2 to 3 minutes.
Right. No,
That's crazy.
The only thing that I would put into this conversation is that he was in his underwear. So if you're going to ask for ID, you know he doesn't have it on him. Where's he going to pull the ID out? So you're going to walk with him upstairs or walk with him around the house. You don't know who else is in the house.
Actually, what I'm also going to, if I told you to put the gun down, what I'm going to do is, as opposed to tell you to kneel down and turn around, I'm going to ask you to step outside in the middle of the yard. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ask you to step outside.
Yeah.
Outside of the house.
Well, he asked the guy that initially.
No. What he told him was, he said
step out of the house when he had the gun point. And again, the guy was like, no. Which I think is his right.
The bottom line here is, alarm was turned off. Now, it's different if you get to the house and the alarm is still on. Okay? This is, for black people, the problem here is, again, white cop with a gun on you. He all of a sudden gets trigger happy, get a little nervous. All of a sudden, bullet hole in me, all because a friend set my alarm off, and the guy turned the alarm off. The guy turned the alarm off, went back to sleep. That's what happened.
Yeah, and can I just say very quickly that I imagine what factored into that from the officer's point of view. When we see this, we saw it with Michael Brown. It was the size. It was his size, and so I imagine that there was a maybe if, I'm 5'7", so maybe if it and that's not excusing it, but I imagine that he saw him as a threat at that moment because of his size.
And by the way, the brother had a concealed permit for that weapon,
and he kept saying it.
And that's what he had. So look. So they're investigating of course, you know, we'll see what it comes out.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one
All
moment.
right, folks, November 7th through 11th, I want you to join me in Cabo. That's right, the second annual Life Luxe Jazz Experience will be taking place there. An unbelievable lineup there of food and music and drink and all that good stuff. Golf, spa, wellness, all kind of things happening in Cabo during that time, including the Spirit of Jazz Gospel Brunch and the Jazz Sunset Cruise. Among the guests confirmed, actor Mark Curry, saxophonist Gerald Albright, Alex Bouillon, Raul Madan, Incognito, Pieces of a Dream, Kirk Whalum, Average White Band, Donna McClurkin, Shalea, Roy Ayers, Tom Brown, Ronnie Laws, Ernest Quarles. Now, of course, all of y'all going to be on the East Coast and the Midwest where it's going to be cold as hell. Come on down to Cabo. Let's have a great time for 4 days in November. I'm going to be broadcasting Roland Martin Unfiltered from Cabo that Thursday and Friday. And so it's going to be an absolute great time, an unbelievable experience, upscale accommodations, of course, great music and great food and great people. And so we would love to have you join us. Packages range anywhere from $1,300 to $2,000. And again, there's going to be concerts all throughout those 4 days. And so we're going to have an absolute great time. And so I want you to go to the website right now and check it out. Love to have you there. The website is lifeluxejazz.com, lifeluxejazz.com. If you're looking for an absolutely great time with grown people, let me say that again, grown people, y'all can leave the kids at home. And so y'all can sit in, roll without kids, have a great romantic time. Go to lifeluxejazz.com. Would love to see you in Cabo during that time. And so lifeluxejazz.com, November 7th through the 11th. So sign up today.
Now back to your Roland Martin Unfiltered video.